Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure that you guys know what we're going to be doing today or this week for your activities. This is going to be the UH West Wahoo Water Wonders. I just wanted you to know that in your packet there's three different pieces of, well, there's actually more than three pieces of paper, but there's the direction sheet, there's a prediction sheet which is both in Word and PDF so that you can attach that to your NSTA Learning Center assignment as well. And then of course there's the individual directions. And so I want to go through some of the stuff really quickly with you so that you don't get completely confused. So you'll notice that the first one is called Cup of Pennies. And so when you look right here, it asks you to make a prediction. So that's how many pennies you can put into a full medicine cup without it overflowing. And you might predict 5, you might predict 50. It really depends on what you think. And doesn't have to be right or wrong. It's a prediction. Okay, so how do we judge how full the little cup of water should be? It needs to be very full. You'll notice that it's actually bowed up. And you're going to actually put the coins in like that. And you notice that it doesn't overflow. And so the question is, how many of those can you put in from the baggie that I gave you of pennies before it actually overflows? And so you'll go ahead and count them one at a time. And it's good to have it on a little bit of a paper towel because that way you really are going to know if it overflows. And also you'll know, it will keep your tabletop from getting all messed up. Okay, the next one is actually, excuse me. You'll notice that your pennies, there's some of them that look kind of gnarly, and you want to look for one that's kind of shiny, and that's going to be for Kika's penny drops. And so what you'll do is you're going to have your little container I gave you filled with half full of water. You go ahead and fill it up, and then you predict how many drops will go on there. That's 1, 2, oops, it helps if you 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. So until you get as many drops on it as you can, and you'll see that it still hasn't spilled off. That first little drop right there was from my overflow. And then you can continue adding drops until it spills off. And just get a count. Okay. Then you're going to have let's see, better flip the sheet. He's bubble rings. So you actually have bubble solution in one of those bottle blanks, and I will make a recommendation for you for blowing it. You're going to need a drinking straw, which I will have to put out. I don't know if I have them out there, but you'll have to get a drinking straw. And you'll take some water and put the water on the tabletop. And you want to wet the surface of the tabletop, and then you're going to put a little bit of bubbles down on the tabletop. Not very many. I gave you plenty to do this. You want to swirl the bubbles around so that you're going to get some bubbles. And then you're going to take the drinking straw and we're going to make it big enough that when it pops, then you're going to take your measuring device and you're going to measure across the ring and then record it. And if you have a good enough surface like that, you should be able to get 20 to 30 centimeters across, which is pretty cool. And then one of the other activities is called fold and float. And we're going to use this. This is 0 folds. And then you're going to, again, predict how many times can you fold it in half. When we're talking about folding it in half, we're talking about folding it like that. and then putting it in. And don't drop it. Lay it in the water and see if it still floats. And continue to do that until it sinks. And you should get quite a few folds before it sinks. The last activity is there's two. There's the water race, and then there's the water stretch. Hold and floats last. And so you'll notice on your wax paper there's a shiny side and a dull side. We want the shiny side up. You're going to take some tape and tape it down. Make you seasick here. And this is really critical, that the actual drop of water is the size of where it says start. And then you're supposed to predict how long will it take you to go through. You don't have to go down here. Go through the maze in minutes, seconds, whatnot. And then you'll take one of your toothpicks and you just go ahead and put it through like so. And you want to keep it together as best you can. So there you go, whoa, like so. Okay? Then for the other one, which is the water stretch, we're going to use a big water drop again. We'll go ahead and pull this guy out. We're going to put this guy in. And you'll move it back to there, and you'll notice it's the right size again. And you're going to need 2 of your toothpicks this time. And I'm not sure I can do this very well with one hand, but ideally you're going to want to move the water to that point right there, and then use this to hold and pull, and then predict when it breaks. And this is not great, but you can see that I got almost a 5 in that case. So those are a couple of the activities for you to do. If you have any questions with any of this, please feel free to email me. Okay, have fun, folks.